Well, I want Brother Dean, what you talked about tonight goes exactly along with the song that God has laid on my heart. A lot about the fruits and being able to understand what that is and showing your fruit and having that come back to you. That's so important. That's all about people seeing Jesus in you. And people saw Jesus in Stephen. People see Jesus in all of us. And when you mention that about the young people, I sang this song in chapel for the young people because one of the things that has really saved me from being lonely and missing being home and kept me here was TCS and the kids. And back home, I had a daycare for 20 years, and I still have kids that I took care of when they were little, coming to my house all the time. And I live right across the street in Michigan from the high school, and so some of those high schoolers I've helped raise, and they come over at lunchtime and walk in and go in and get in my refrigerator or something, get a snack, for lunch. Or my mom said I could come and take a nap, and I'm like, okay, let me call your mom. And then the little ones, and at TCS I have them all. I have from little ones to the teenagers, and to hear Brother Dean talk about how Stephen was so young and how God saw them. I see Jesus in these young people. Every single one of them. Haley, I see Jesus in her. I see Jesus in so many of them. And I want to be that kind of person too. We can have Jesus in us. We don't have to be young, like Brother Dean said. We need to be that way now. We need to be that way now as we're older, but as young people, I hear Brother Rhodes and Brother Marla talk about when they started. Look how young they were. Look how powerful they were. And they're still powerful. What a testimony. I love the testimony of those men today. I love what God has brought them from. But the testimony that I love the most is that you've stayed with God. That you've been with God for 50 years. I've been through a lot. I left God. I came back to God. Okay, that's a great testimony. But you know what? I don't even like to talk about it. I shared some of that with the kids. To tell you the truth, it's easy for me to talk to them a lot. I'm very nervous talking to everybody else. But the most wonderful testimony that I ever hear that blesses me the most is I started in this church when I was little, and I'm still here. When I heard Jana testify one night about how she's been here, and that she's still living for the Lord. She's one of our what do we call that? Sister Vanessa's not here. What did you and Matthew get? Most spiritual in TCS, and she's been here all her life. What a testimony! That is a testimony. You don't see Jesus in these young people. You haven't heard their testimonies. You don't see Jesus in these young people. You haven't seen some of the things that they've done and that they've heard. And you know what? They got so much more to go. They got so much more to go. I see pastors. I see evangelists. I see people going out and working for the Lord. And I know that God has blessed them. And in this whole church, I see that. And I just, I want to try to sing this song, Sister Teresa. I don't know if you can follow me or not, but this song is called Jesus in You. And this is what I feel when I see so many people here. I see this in so many people, in their smiles, in their talk, in their walk. And I want to be that person too. I want to when I'm walking around and when I go back home, I have grown so much spiritually since I've been here. The Lord has blessed me so much. And some things that nobody even knows about when I'm at home alone. And I think about what God has done and how He brought me here. And I don't mean just how He brought me here. I mean how He brought me here. And because it was kind of a struggle between Him and I. And He won. And and I'm happy for that. And so pray for me when I sing this.